Hello, this is me again. I hope you like the story that I did yesterday. But this is another little story that I wrote in my creative writing class that I thought might be a delight to you. Or maybe you could relate to it in some way or another. There was this man named Leroy taking a walk in California in Muir Woods where the great redwood giant trees are. Oh, it was such a pleasure to walk through there, knowing that these trees would be protected for years and generations to come, and they were beauty to behold. Well, going along and admiring the view, there were a lot of college students there. They were planting little baby trees all over the place. As was volunteer work, and they was trying to help preserve the trees, which is nice. So Leroy saw this little tiny baby tree. He was so tiny, but he was cute as could be. Everything, he was perfectly balanced and everything. He was tiny, but he was cute. You could see his potential. And the little tree had wanted to grow bigger than he was, but the giant trees took up all the sunlight and didn't give him much room, and they were like, the little tree thought they were like bullies, so tall and proud with their branches spread out all over the place. And they were just as proud as they could be, as beautiful as they could be. But it didn't do any good to the little tree because there was no room for him. So the little tree prayed, oh, I wish that the big trees would give me some room so I could grow. But I guess he was dreaming because he said they weren't going to do that. But lo and behold, Leroy saw the little tree and decided to take him home and plant him. So he dug him up along with his roots and took him home. And when he got him home, he planted him in the yard next to his house. He had bought a one family fixer-upper, and he planted a little tree there and decided to watch the little tree grow. So the little tree was so excited. He was so excited. Now he had the open space. He could see the sun. Had nothing in his room, nothing in his way to stop him from growing. Oh, he was happy as could be. Boy, and his roots were happy too because they needed room to grow down, and the little tree needed room and sun to grow up. The roots needed water and space, and they both were very happy. So as Leroy was fixing up his house, the little tree was growing. And then he finished the first level, and he decided, well, I think I'll build my house, make my house a 2-story house. So as he decided to make the house a 2-story house, the little tree kept growing. Now the little tree had passed the level of the first floor, the first family. Now he was going up as high as the 2nd story, growing, and he was growing so beautifully. And he spread his wings out, his branches, just like the big giants had done. And everybody came from miles around just to be a part of the little tree. And they would come to swing and tell jokes and play cards, and have barbecues and watch TV, and they would dance, and they would just, everybody in the neighborhood was so happy to be up under that tree. It was beautiful for them, and it spread its branches out evenly around, and they had a lot of shades, and it was just a nice place to be. So the Leroy took the tree up, took the house up another notch. Now he decided to make the house a 3rd story. But the little tree, he was already up to the 2nd story, and now he decided to keep going. There was nothing to stop him, so he moved up to the 3rd story, as tall as the house was. After the 3rd story, Leroy was finished with the house. He wasn't going to go up any higher than the 3rd story, but the tree wasn't finished growing. It still had a lot of room, a lot of sun, a lot of space. It was ready to go. And the roots were growing down. The only thing about the roots is that they were going up under the house and looking for water, and they broke the sewage pipes and caused a drainage in the basement that Leroy had just finished fixing for entertainment purposes. But the roots didn't know that. The roots only wanted water, and they broke the pipe. So, and sewage all over the basement. Boy, Leroy was very upset, but he called the plumber, and he had him to fix it. And Leroy, to try to help things out, he cut back some of the roots because they had started to buckle up on the ground, buckle up, back up, and had roots all over the ground around the tree. So it happened again. And this time, to save money, Leroy went to the store and he bought pipes and he had his friends to dig to help save money on an expense. But it happened again. So he was so distraught. He didn't know what to do. He didn't know what to do. He didn't want to cut the tree down because he had the tree from infancy. He was so attached to that tree. But so he prayed, he didn't know what to do. What could I do? What could I do? Lo and behold, Sandy came. And when Sandy came, lightning came and struck the tree down to the ground. Oh boy, Leroy was so hurt. He was so hurt. It took him a long time to get used to the tree, this happening to the tree, that he took a long time to cut it down into firewood so it could be hauled away and to say goodbye to the little tree. Now the little tree isn't there anymore and people don't come anymore. And the yard is very quiet and it's just an ordinary yard because everybody missed the little tree. Thank you for this little story. I don't know if you liked it, but I liked it, so I hope you liked it too. Goodbye. Oh, okay. Another thing about the little tree, all the people used to come over. They weren't even invited. They would bring food. Oh, look what I got. And so they could get a chance to sit up under the little tree. Or sometimes guys would come over and bring some drinks so they could sit around, and just have a little party, uninvited party. If it rained, Leroy would put big canvas out like an umbrella, a big, huge umbrella under the tree so people could enjoy the tree, even when it was a little shower rain. And then if it wasn't that, just for festivity purposes, he would put the little tiny white lights all around the tree for decorations, for light, for just to look festive, and I don't know, it was always a party going on. When you look at the tree, you think of the tree, you think of Leroy, you think of party time, and it was party time. But it's such a sad thing when the tree was destroyed. Leroy wanted to cry because the tree brought so much shade and good times and party to everybody, and now there was no more. That's it. Okay, thank you.